everyone, it's Siobhan here. Today I'm going to be revisiting the Crown Braid, and it's because of a few reasons. The first video I ever recorded on YouTube, first hair video, was a Crown Braid, and it was something I was really proud of at the time because I'd never really made a hair video before, and it got a lot of views and a lot of comments. Unfortunately, I had to take it down just because there was a Billie Holiday song in the background and because of copyright here on YouTube. I've since re-uploaded it, and in the time from then until now, I have recorded several sort of Crown Braidy videos, and I'm going to link them all below in the underbar just in case you're curious, because this is a very beautiful hairstyle. I think that it suits almost all hair types, and it's just very feminine and I don't know, it's one of my favorites. And the cool thing is that there are lots of perspectives on how to do this, especially depending on your length. The one I'm going to show you today is very similar to the first one I ever did. It's going to be a Dutch braid, but I figured out a little trick that I think makes it look a little bit more neat and might be a little bit easier for you guys. Because the braiding upside down, like when you go around and then you get to about here, this is hard to do because you have to kind of braid upside down. Not impossible, but I think this makes it look a little bit nicer. And I've been wearing it for a couple days now, and I've tested it out with the 2-strand twist also, and that seems to work. I like the Dutch braid, but I think it will work with the French braid as well. And yeah, there's just tons of videos on YouTube. I'm going, as I said, to link a few. And speaking of, I posted a picture of what I'm going to be showing you guys in this video on my Facebook page, and Heather actually saw it and said, "Oh my god, I'm going to be doing another crown braided sort of hairstyle too. Great minds think alike." I'm really excited that we're kind of doing this simultaneously. It was not planned at all. And I'm looking forward to seeing her perspective because of course she has so much more hair than me, and I just want to see her tricks and stuff and try it out for myself. So I'm going to be linking this video to hers. And yeah, as I said, this is one of my favorite hairstyles. I hope you guys like it, and I hope that it's helpful. So I'm starting off with a pretty deep side part. It's not a perfect part, but I don't really think it matters that much. And my hair's a little bit damp because I have had it in a bun all day. I washed it this morning and I tied it up. And even with the extreme heat in New York City, it's still kind of wet and it's a little frizzy. So this is kind of a perfect hairstyle because it'll be all off my face and not so frizzy. What you're gonna need are a few bobby pins and maybe 2 or 3 hair elastics. Actually 2 hair elastics and a comb. And I'd say make a pretty decent part right here. You definitely need to know how to French braid or Dutch braid. I'm going to be doing a Dutch braid. Again, you can do the 2-stranded twist. I did that in my Hypatia crown braid video. And it's kind of going to be, I guess, sort of like a Katniss Everdeen braid. And the reason I kind of stumbled upon this trick was because I had been wearing my Bad Hair Day braid, and I decided to see if I could turn it into a crown braid, and then I just was like, wow, this is so cool. I need to show everybody. So I'm just gonna start. Okay, so when you get to your ear, just about here, you want to re-angle your hands however is most comfortable for you. That means I put my hands over my head like this. And you don't want any parts in the back. You want all of this to appear kind of smooth. Another variation of this, of course, is just splitting your hair into 2 pieces and then pinning them on top of your head. But I think those are called milkmaid braids, so they're a little bit different. So one of the tricks that you can do, so I'm going to add hair to that side, is pull, when you add hair to the top strand here, pull it straight down like that. That way there's no weird creases or parts or anything. I'm going to turn around. So like I said, in my original video, it was all one braid. It just went all the way around, and I did incorporate the hair here at the front. The thing about it is that when you're doing one sort of crown braid all the way around, you kind of have to dip your head like this to braid going sort of upside down. And a lot of times this side will look wonky, even for me, and I've been wearing crown braids for a very long time. So I decided to just make a completely and totally separate braid here. It's going to be another Dutch braid here. If you watched my previous video on the bad hair day braid, you can see how this is so similar because it was a sideways braid and then it was two braids here that kind of intercepted. So that's sort of where the idea came from. So now that I have two braids here, I'm going to get some bobby pins out. And I'm going to start off by taking the smaller braid and just pinning it kind of on top of this big chunky fat braid. With the fatter braid, I'm just going to wind it up underneath the smaller braid. And because it's a heavier braid, I'm going to use a heavier bobby pin, just at least on this part. The hardest part for me is tucking these two little ends in. If my hair was just like, I don't know, another inch or two longer, I think it would be easier because this would end here and I could tuck them both underneath this braid here. But of course, that doesn't quite work. So I'm just going to try and tuck the ends of this one under here and use a bobby pin if I can. Just to keep these little ends here at the front flat, I'm going to hairspray it. A good trick, I think, would probably be to wear some sort of headband. I'm not really sure how I would do that, but like I can see a headband being able to cover this. Personally, it doesn't bother me too much. You can kind of see the elastic from this braid, but it's not so bad because you can't really see unless I go like that. And most of the time, people don't really walk around like that, so this is what it ended up looking like on me. And as you can see, or at least in my opinion, I think that it actually looks like my hair is longer than it is because of the way the two braids kind of coincide, which I think is sort of neat. That's kind of one of my big favorite things to do with my hair is think of ways to make it look longer than it actually is. And I find that when you divide your hair into a couple different braids, it always seems like it looks longer. Of course, for you guys out there who have like tremendous amounts of hair, you probably won't even have to do this. I like to do the French braided one just because I feel like this is anchored really well. So like the loose part, you can pin it to the anchored part and it kind of holds. And it's great because it's like really secure and evenly sort of dispersed around my head. Lately my hair has been feeling kind of heavy, and so I like this one a lot just because it's like sort of all over instead of just being in one spot and giving me a headache. So this is something that I really like. I'm very pleased with how it looks. It's less wonky here on the side than my original crown braid video. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'm looking forward to seeing Heather's video. And yeah, that's it. All right, I'll see you guys later. Oh, and I have a quick question. I've been trying to think of other ideas for my channel or other videos that I could create. And if you guys have any suggestions, I was thinking about maybe doing a favorites. I've noticed a lot of vloggers doing that, kind of like a once a month sort of, these are my new favorite things. And they probably wouldn't be all beauty products. I might tell you about movies that I've watched or songs that I've listened to. I'm sure there will be beauty products, but I think it would be a little bit more broad. So yeah, just let me know, and if you have any suggestions for an upcoming hairstyle, as always, leave me a message or a comment and I will try and get back to you guys as quickly as I can. Alright, hope you guys had a nice 4th of July. Bye!